All right, it's that time of day again. Time for the end of day report with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave price trigger reports that we put right in your hand each and every trading day. That's how we roll. That's what we about. That's what we do. Hopefully, everyone had a really good trading day. It was quite the day for information and reports, quite the day in the markets. Um, a lot of things going down outside of the markets. Um, just a lot happening, man. I hope everyone is safe. Looks like the world is falling apart, completely and utterly falling apart. And you got to stay safe out there, fam. You got to stay safe. Protect yourself at all times, like you're in a boxing ring or something. Do what you got to do, but you have to stay safe. You really do. You got to stay safe, and you got to watch your back out there. There's a lot of rioting, there's a lot of looting, and all that stuff, and just a lot of ignorance. Just a lot of ignorance going on right now, and you would do well. You would do very well to steer clear of it, if at all possible. Um, these are just the times that we find ourselves in right now, and it's just a lot going on, fam. It's just a lot going on. I don't know how any other way to say it except for it's a lot going on. It's a war going on outside, like Mob Deep said, you know, and you ain't safe. You can't run from it. It ain't going nowhere. It's pretty much here to stay. So on that note, you need to take the proper precautions when you leave out the door. All right. It's perilous times we're living in, for sure, and you just don't know from day to day what's going down. Pretty much anything can happen, especially when you leave out your house. Um, Even though we dealt with a lot of things this morning, the pre-market post scan, again, we were only scratching the surface. The thing I like about the evening and end of day reports is that you take a look at the trading day and see how the markets reacted to everything that's going on. And then from there, we can sort of ascertain, like, where do we go from here? You know what I mean? So from that perspective, it is very, 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 very important, that we do that. We have to do that. So that's why I do what I do, so that we can have an idea as to what we can expect going forward, or at least have a roadmap, a game plan, if you will. A lot of people don't have game plans. They don't know from one day to the next what they're going to do and how they're going to go about doing it. They just know that they got to survive. And I get it. That's why we do the end of day report. That's why we do what we do, because we're really trying to help as many people as possible. And it's not easy, because for the most part, you find yourself talking to an audience that don't hear you a lot of times. They don't hear you. They're not listening. All right. And so that can be a little nerve-wracking at times, because I know what I see, I know what's coming, and I'm trying to prepare as many people as possible for these outcomes. Because whether we like it or not, it's coming. And at some point, you're going to have to deal with it one way or another. Better to have a game plan and have all these things in place, that you're working toward rather than waiting until the last minute. And then you try to decide, what am I, you're trying to decide now what you're going to do after the fact, after it's too late. Things already then started jumping off. And now you want to talk about something. So that's why we do what we do, because it's very important that you know what's going on and you take the necessary precautions. All right. So I say all that to say I'm going to keep on going as long as I can, until I'm taken off the air or whatever. That's just what I'm going to do. That's how I'm built. All right. So let's get into some things. We got some things to look into here. I'm trying to boot it up. I thought I had added something, and it's looking like I didn't. So just hold on a second. Let me get my notes out. Because believe it or not, I did write it down. I wrote down a lot of stuff, so just hold on. I think what happened was I moved some things around. Some things kind of got twisted, so just hold up. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna make it work. I think I gotta go here. Hold on. Give me just a second. I think I put it in the wrong spot. So just hold up. We added some securities from last week by request. And I'm just making sure that they come up and that the charts had a chance to process it. So just hold on. I'm hoping that it comes up, or at least you'll be able to see the charts. Because remember how some of the charts, I would pull them up and it was looking weird. I still haven't figured out how to fix some of those yet. So Lord willing, I will be working on that for all week, and hopefully we can get it on and popping. And that way we can go through the charts a lot quicker. It's just more helpful for me when I have everything cataloged the way that I want it. So that goes with updates and all that other stuff too. All right. I'm upgrading some of the stuff that you see because I want to be very definitive when we're going through these reports. It's going to be very important going forward. I believe things are going to happen really fast and furious, and you may not have a lot of time to digest the information. You're just going to have to just react. And that's why I have the PulseWave price trigger reports too, because it takes a lot of the guesswork out of things, and it makes it easier for you to react and respond ahead of time, ahead of the moves in the market. So you're not chasing anything or trying to figure out stuff. It just moves on its own organically. So that's what I strive to do. Let's see here. I know that you guys have seen the new offering that we have at pulsewavetrading.com, where you can get started with us. You can become a partner with us. You can partner with us to help us spread this news, spread the word. We have an answer to the Federal Reserve's destructive plan. We have a way that the 99% can move closer to the 1%. Rioting and protesting is not going to do it. You need to be self-sufficient. That's the only way you're going to be able to do it. You got to be self-sufficient. There's no other way around it. There's no other way to say it. There's no happy way to talk about it. It just is what it is. All right. And that's what we're here to help you guys do. So without further ado, I think I'm just about ready now to do this. Just bear with me one more second. I think we are going to be ready. All right, let me just come over here. The chart should be really nice and pretty for the presentation portion of this live. All right, here we go. All right, now we're in business. Now we're in business. Okay, so let me bring that report back up. Make sure I have everything that I need. Okay, so let me go. The first one here is D. Talking to myself, just hold on. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. Okay, GE. All right, there's that one. Okay, N and W. All right, and W. Okay. TV. Okay, here we go. All right. Finally, goodness, that was difficult. All right, so we got that in there. Okay, so now we got to add one other thing. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're going to add. Okay. So now we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all right. We're going to add this one. We're going to add this one. Then we're going to add this one. All right. There that goes. All right. Now the last part coming up. I think we're done now. Okay, so now we're going to go. Let's see. I'm going to do this. All right, that one, this one. Okay, I'm only going to be able to do a couple of these because I'm going to have to fix some of the charts. So just bear with me just one more moment. Yeah, some of these are going to have to be fixed, so I'm going to be limited for now. All right, so this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one. All right, I think we're done. I think we're in the game now, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your patience, and I think we are in business now. We got it. We got it. All right, so that has taken our new list, our new total now has extended itself and expanded. And I think we need to keep it right where it's at. I think this should do it. All right, so we have grown from a list of 30 end of day stocks, 30 to 48. All right, and I think that's about it. That's going to do it. That's a lot of charts. I don't know anyone else on social media that does 48 charts consistently every day. So I am going to go ahead and knock this out. All right, we're going to move rapidly through it, but you will be able to follow along on your dashboard. If you go to pulsewavetrading.com, you can follow along on your dashboard. Okay, everything that we're talking about here, you will be able to see and find on the dashboard. All right. For the equities, you find that under the U.S. equity dashboard. For the forex, you find that under the forex folder on the dashboard. For the cryptos, you find that under the USD crypto dashboard and the forex. So everything, everything's there. And for the futures, just go to the futures tab in your dashboard. All right. Everything is there in your dashboard. No worries. You'll be able to find it. It's right there in your face. Boom, bam. And then we'll keep it pushing. All right. I didn't have a chance to disclose or update, so I'll do it. I'll just tell you right now, and then we will move forward. All right. So I am still holding the long silver futures and the long UCO. All right. So we're long oil and we're long silver as far as what I'm doing here. I'm flat on the forex. I haven't put in anything new there. I will also tell you here in advance while all the 48 charts are loading that we have a red alert. Haven't had one of these in a long time. Red alert. Red alert. Straight up red alert. For the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is under a red alert, red alert, red alert. We have a bullish 2-bar Charlie. That's right, a bullish 2-bar Charlie in Bitcoin, which includes the Bitcoin Futures Composite Index. All day up day is expected tomorrow for tonight into tomorrow. All day up day, rally mode, long only, long, long, long. If you are long right now in Bitcoin, you are strong in Bitcoin. All right, red alert for the Bitcoin. Had to throw that out there. This is a 2-bar Charlie setup that has happened here in the on the nighttime open. This is a rare occurrence. When it happens, you got to pounce on it and take advantage. Red alert in Bitcoin. If there's someone here from the trade room, you can post a note up there. Frank, if you're listening, you could post that. I appreciate it. All right, let's get into these charts and knock it out because we got a lot to do. Got a lot of ground to cover. So let's go ahead. In no particular order, we're just knocking them out as they come up. Okay, first one here is XRP Ripple. As you know, Ripple has been all up in the Kumo cloud. Can't catch up, can't get out of the Kumo cloud, hasn't broke out yet. The cloud is mad wide, and we have a crash alert for tonight and tomorrow's trading on XRP Ripple. All right, next up, we got Work. All right, Slack. The ticker is WORK. The market is in rally mode. We are now in a bull market on the daily chart. We're in a bull market on the daily chart on Slack, which is the ticker WORK. Market is broken out significantly enough to be called a bull market, and the market is still in rally mode from the original rally alert from several days ago, and the market has been doing it ever since and doesn't seem to be stopping right now. So the system is still long on Slack. Next chart is Wayfair. Got a crash alert for tomorrow's trading because what happened was we came off of this rally alert here, got a secondary rally alert after we got production from the original rally alert, and then we just got another alert with a crash alert, okay? So this creates a trading range. So we'll see which way the market breaks, but it is in a bull market. Trend line support is all the way down here around the 130-ish level. So it looks like we do have some good momentum still. So any kind of pullback should be bought. I think the market will rally off of that. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, but I can't ignore the fact that we got a possible crash alert for tomorrow for Wayfair. And it is in a bull market right now on the daily chart. All right, taking a look now at the bond market. TLT is our ticker. As you can see, it is still in a bull market, but for how long? Because we're breaking down below the trend line support and the Kumo cloud, and it's in a correction. It's in a bull market correction off the prior highs. So this one right here, like I said, is on red alert status as well, looking like the market may break down. All right, it's looking like the market may break down. Can't stress that enough. Can't stress that enough. Moving right along. Next victim is Swan. Ticker is SWAN, which has been rising up with the rally in the equity market, but we got a crash alert for tomorrow, which may mean that the market will be getting ready to either, if it doesn't produce tomorrow, then we could get another bounce up because momentum is still up here. But if this crash alert's coming up, it's because we're picking up some activity and we haven't had an alert in a long time. All right, since back here, rally alert way back here. Now we're getting this crash alert. I have to assume that we're going to get immediate production. So we'll be looking for this one to pull back tomorrow. Taking a look at the S&P 500 by way of the ticker SPY, the ETF that covers that. All right, you see the time capsule right here. All right, so we're in a bear market, but we got this time capsule, which means that this one could be ready to turn. We're in a bear market. It could be ready to turn. We don't know which way it's going to turn. Is it going to turn down or is it going to turn up? We don't know. We're coming off of this nice rally alert bounce from back here. So this one we're going to be watching intently, but we are still officially in a bear market. It is not an official bull market on the daily chart. It is not, I repeat, it is not a bull market on the daily chart in the S&P 500. It's not. Taking a look at silver by way of SLV, all right? SLV is the ticker. And let's see here. All right, so we got a breakout here, creating another gap, which is really funny because silver has just been, really powerful right here. I think silver wants to go to 20. We haven't had another signal in quite some time here. We got all this back here that we got to contend with, which I am concerned about. But I've been trailing my stop, so I'm locking in profit as we go. But here we are back here, the secondary rally alert, and we just been off to the races ever since. So this one is looking very powerful off the bear market low. And yet we're still in a bear market. We haven't even crossed over to a bull market on the daily chart. All this technical bouncing, and we still ain't there yet. Got a little bit more power to go on the SLV to cross over. All right, moving right along, we got now QQQ, which is the NASDAQ 100. The NASDAQ 100 futures, all right? It's the ETF that covers the NASDAQ 100 futures, okay? So this one right here is still inching higher. We are in a bull market on the daily chart for this one, and it still has bullish momentum too. So this one doesn't seem to be wanting to stop just yet. So we'll keep our eye on this one. But for right now, it's still under the bullish moniker. All right, give me a second here. Need to see a few things. Okay. All right. All right, so let's do this next one. All right. This is the OIH, the crude oil futures ETF, and we're still in the Kumo cloud and going absolutely nowhere and still stuck in this bear market on the futures because of all this price destruction, and it has a long way to go. Has a long way to go. All right, here's NAC. Told you I was going to add it to the list, and I did. Let's see how it's doing now. All right, so after coming off of this nice extended rally, market took a breather today. It pulled back. Looks like this pullback could be bought aggressively. This will be a good test of this market. You really don't have any gappage that needs to be filled. This one was a nice organic push. So I think this one's going to keep right on trucking. And we're in a new bull market in this thing. We got a new bull market that has been born. So pullbacks will be tested. I think they should be bought. They're probably going to be bought up like we did back here, right? Built that support. Support's held and the market rallied. So I see this pullback as a healthy one within this overall bull market. So NAC still looks good, still looks bullish. Moving right along to the Mexican peso. The Mexican peso is on the forex side of the ocean. Right now, you can see that prices have stayed below the Kumo cloud. All right. We're still in a bull market for now, but we're in a bull market correction. We have been in a bull market correction for some time. All right. And you see momentum is starting to really extend in a negative fashion. All right. So from a momentum perspective, we are now officially in a bear market from a momentum perspective. All right. Trend momentum says bear market has started, but the overall trend, longer term trend, is still in a bullish perspective, meaning that it can relock in at any moment. But for right now, it's still on the decline. We're still under a correction. Okay. So take that as you will. But this one is still falling. All right. Moving on to Litecoin. Litecoin is also in a bear market and is trying to get out of this Kumo cloud and having quite the time doing it. We had a rally alert that we came into Monday with, but we got no production. So we'll wait and see what happens. Is this going to be used, this rally, as a sell and head back lower down here? I have to say that's what it's looking like. All rallies being sold, it's like they normally are in a bear market. So this one right here is still in a bear market, but has some bullish momentum. And I don't think that's going to be enough to change the tide just yet. But you do have a bullish weekly momentum. So this bullish weekly trend momentum could put an end to the falling prices for now. And we could see the market start to trek higher. So I'm going to say it's looking like the market wants to try to push higher and put an end or a short-term bottom in place near the bottom of the Kumo cloud on your Litecoin. All right, moving right ahead. We got hold on one second. Okay, yep. So here's your Litecoin right here. All right, let me get that out the way. All right, here's the junk bonds. JNK is your ticker on the ETF side of the pond. All right, so this one's in a bear market. All right, and we got this technical bounce here off this secondary rally alert, getting a little bit of production. And you got the bullish weekly trend momentum. We'll see if it's enough. Momentum is pointing higher, but looks like it's hitting some resistance now. So we'll see if it can push a little bit higher. But right now, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. We're going to have to really watch it closely to get an idea. All right, now we're looking at real estate. We're looking at the commercial real estate side of things. We're in a bear market on the ticker IYR. It poked its head out of the Kumo cloud, had some good momentum behind it, but make no mistake, you're still in a bear market, but it's looking like the market wants to correct even more. Now, technically speaking, right now, it's looking like you've started the beginning phase of a bull market from a momentum perspective. Purely off of a momentum perspective, you have started a bull market. All right. Will it be enough? Can it last enough? And can you get more price elevation enough to change the tide officially into and put in a short-term bottom and keep this going? Or is this rally going to be aggressively sold too? You do have a bullish weekly trend momentum reading that could help to make that happen. We shall see. All right. And moving right along to ticker HDGE. That's hedge. That's where you would put your money. If you want to stay in equities, but you don't want to get burned and you want to make money off of the bear market in equities when that really matures itself. So here, You can see this thing is in a bear market. It's been coming off. Momentum is pointing straight down. And yes, you had a rally alert. You got a little bit of production, but now you got a crash alert. So the questions are going to be, are we going to stay in this like tight range here? Or is this the beginning of a new leg down tomorrow? We will see. We got negative weekly trend momentum, bearish weekly trend momentum behind this, and you're in a bear market. So it's looking like the market's relocking in on the downside. All right. So let's see what happens. All right, the next one here is HACK. The ticker is HACK. HACK, HACK. All right, so HACK right now is in the beginning stages of a bull market, of a baby bull, the beginning of a bull market with bullish momentum. And here we are, at 45. I was concerned that was going to happen. And you see what's happening on the back of this. Every time HACK rallies and gets above that 45, we have all types of chicanery going on. Look at the protests. Look what's going on around the world. And that is your proof that something is going on. And that's why HACK is rallying. HACK is your Illuminati index. It lets you know when there's false flags or other situations going on. It goes beyond cyber crimes. All right, this is your Illuminati index. So the shadow government is in full tilt right now, working overtime. All right, to overthrow the U.S. government, among other things. All right, so moving right along, we got GLD next, looking at gold. All right, and you got a situation where you are in a bull market, right? Momentum is still locked in, even though you pull back. Okay, you pull back. You got some production off of the last crash alerts. Now the market is trying to break out of this sideways pattern. Does it have enough in it to do it? Can the bull market rally on and push higher? That's what we're looking at. And right now, it's looking like the market definitely wants to do that, even though momentum's come off a little bit. It really is trying to do something, but we just don't have the locked in momentum at this time to keep doing it. But it's trying. The market is trying. That's the thing. It's trying. Okay. No longer in pullback mode. It's trying. Let's see if it succeeds. All right, moving right along. Here's GE. We have added General Electric to the end of day report. It's in a bear market. We got some production off of the last crash alert. Now we have a rally alert. We got overhead resistance right here at the $7 mark, which is the overhead trend line resistance and the bottom of the Kumo cloud. So $7 is seeming to be a problem. We accomplished this downdraft after achieving bullish weekly trend momentum. So the market is falling down under this, which means that this could possibly be coming to an end. And now the market is going to start heading lower and possibly relocking into the downside. And it don't have all that much downside to go. It's already here trading at $6, So we'll see. Can the market stage a rally here? Can it make a comeback? Or is GE toast? We shall see. Looking at the GDXJ now, we're looking at the gold miners, okay? So on the daily chart, it is in a bull market. It does have, positive momentum, and we're looking like we're starting the beginning of a new bullish weekly trend momentum. This could get the market above the recent highs. So GDXJ is very much in play right now to the long side of the market. All right, moving right along, we're going to look at Bitcoin ETF, okay? Looking at the Bitcoin ETF, GBTC is the ticker. It is now in a bull market. It tried that back here, but it failed. All right, it failed here, got bullish, and then it just gave it up. Right, gave it up. Couldn't sustain it. All right, it actually turned bearish. So this is what we got going on right now on this one. Sad but true. And the market has not come out of it just yet, but it looks like it is trying to. All right, so you got temporarily bearish, and then now the market is trying to turn and break out. I think GBTC goes higher tomorrow. I think this could be it. This could be what the market was looking for and waiting for, and it's finally got it. All right, so taking a look now at Ethereum, the Ethereum ETF. All right, taking a look at that one now. That ticker is ETHE, and it's in the beginning of a bull market here. It's broken out of the Kumo cloud. That secondary rally alert got production, just like the original rally alert back here got production. So this one is still moving higher. So Ethereum is called higher. Looks like it's running. All right, here's the Ethereum cash market now. All right, Ethereum cash, same thing. Now we got a little bit of a pullback, but the momentum is still bullish, it's still straight up. So any correction to back and fill the gap, and the market continues to take off. So this one is still bullish, bull market, bullish momentum, bullish weekly trend momentum. All pullbacks I see being bought and supports being defended on the Ethereum. All right, here it is right here. Good to go. All right. All right, EOS. EOS, let's see here. All right, it's in a bear market and it's still stuck in the Kumo cloud. Every time it gets up to here, to the top of the Kumo cloud and or the trend line resistance, you get a sell and the market corrects. So I see this time being no different. Thanks, Kyle. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for putting that out there in the chat room for me. Much appreciated. Much love. Much love. All right. This is DXCM, another new one that we have added to the end of day report. It is in a bull market officially on the daily chart, and it had a correction to the pullback to the trend line support, and then proceeded to bounce from there. We have this rally alert, and we're just now starting to get some production from it. The only messed up part is that it's happening under a bearish weekly trend momentum, and we're in an official corrective state off of those highs. All right, so the market has pulled back, corrected off of these highs. So that's our big concern at this point. Do we have enough momentum to get us beyond the overhead resistance, or is this correction going to continue further, taking us back down to a retest of the trend line support and even possibly get us to the top of the Kumo cloud and endanger the overall bull market trend? That's the question on the DXCM. We shall see, but for right now, we got resistance is where we are right now. This rally is looking weak, looking like it's about to turn over, roll over. All right, taking a look now at DNN, another one that we have added to the end of day report. All right, this one here is in a bear market as well. All right, and let's see what else we got. Give me a second. We're going to get this down pat. All right, so DNN is in a bear market, and you can see how the prices rally off of the low. We're still in a bear market, and we're correcting off. Now we're starting to correct off this pop on this high, and the market's just been like forming this powder keg, and it's getting ready to blow. Is it going to resume the downtrend, or is it going to break out and put in the bottom and try to go bullish? Here's a hint for you. We now have a bullish weekly trend momentum. Not that it really means anything in this corrective state, because we've been coming off of trends. Here's a bearish weekly trend, bearish, bearish. 1 day bullish. It's just been all over the place. So we'll see. It hasn't done anything until it does. All right, next one is the DFENK, the 3X ETF for the aerospace and defense, which is a new one that we have added to the report too. So it's in a bear market, bumping up against resistance, and it's in the Kumo cloud. So this one at this time is going nowhere. They're probably going to do a reverse split soon, make it an $80 stock like they always do. All right, take a look at the next one, Dash. Going back to the crypto space, it's in a bear market, in and out of the Kumo cloud, moving sideways. Really nothing to see here. We'll see. I mean, it's not doing anything until it does. All right, CCJ. CCJ here. We've been watching this one. It's not really doing a whole lot. We got another consolidation within the larger consolidation. So we got a crash alert for tomorrow, but it's in this consolidation that suggests that we're going to get a narrow range inside day. This one doesn't know what it wants to do. You got a bullish weekly trend momentum and a bullish momentum really reading. So this one could give it another go to the upside. This is who knows. This is a weird time and situation in place for CCJ, which is now in a bull market, but it's the beginning stages and it's trying to find its legs. We shall see. Beyond Meat. All right. Beyond Meat. BYND. Beyond Meat. All right. So this one is now trying to stage a comeback. It did so way back here, got bullish and couldn't do anything, just gave it up. Now it's trying it again, trying to give us another run at the bullish part. I think this one is pretty much toast. High, lower high, lower high. I think this breakout gets sold. I think it's going to back and fill and then keep right on going back to the trend line support of $110 for now. It's wild. It's all over the place. So that's why I see it doing that. And you got this gap back here, so I don't think it's ready. I think this bullish reading is going to fail like this one did back here and turn back bearish again. It's just one of those things. Just one of those things. All right. Bitcoin futures composite index, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So this one right here, as you can see, we're starting the beginning of a bullish weekly trend momentum reading. Market got past and beyond the overhead resistance at this time. And as I'm speaking, Bitcoin futures composite index is up $645, trading at $10,295. The overnight high so far is $10,565. So we're way up in here now. This thing has broken out and relocked in on the bullish upside, and it is in play. So Bitcoin is definitely off to the races, and it's in a bull market on your daily chart. Looking at the Bitcoin Cash, it's stuck in the Kumo cloud, going nowhere. All right, absolutely nothing going on here whatsoever. Moving right on. Here is looking at food now, looking at wheat. Looking at your wheat futures. All right, it's in a bull market on the daily chart, but it's been in a mad corrective space, and it's threatening to turn into a full-blown bear market right now. And you have a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading, but you also had this secondary rally alert. So it's a chance we're just going to consolidate for a day or two or so before heading back down again. And we got the beginning stages of a bullish weekly trend momentum, trying to do something like it did back here, but failed. So right now, it's still in an overall bullish configuration, but just barely. All right. And we're threatening to turn into a bear market here not so many days from now if something doesn't turn around. All right. Looking at the soybean futures now. Soybean futures are in the bear market on the daily chart, and momentum is kind of flat right now. Not really going anywhere, stuck inside of the Kumo cloud and going absolutely nowhere. Taking a look at corn futures. Corn futures are in a bear market right now, and they've started to consolidate within the Kumo cloud. So got this crash alert here right at the trend line resistance. Got a little production here. Market stopped short right below the Kumo cloud. So we could be locking back into the downside after bumping up against resistance. We'll see if the market can stage a comeback and put in a short-term bottom. Looking now at the US dollar index, which is getting further and further away from par, and the momentum is really coming off here. One could make an argument that we've turned into a bear market from a momentum reading standpoint, and here we are right here. All right, this is it. All right, falling outside the cloud and now starting to gain momentum. So the dollar seems to really be starting to fall apart now. All right, here's the Kiwi, the New Zealand dollar now. It's in a bear market on the daily chart. Market tried to pop up, has bullish weekly trend momentum. Could we get a shift change out of this? Or is the market just running up toward resistance and then we're going to roll over? We'll have to let the market decide what it wants to do. All right, taking a look at the dollar yen now, staying with cryptos. I'm sorry, staying with the forex. We're in a bear market and you're trapped in the Kumo cloud, so nothing to see here. Going over to the British pound, sticking with forex. Pound sterling's in a bear market on the daily chart, but you got a nice run breakout today. And you got a bullish weekly trend momentum, so this one could continue to correct a little bit further, but it does like it's hitting some resistance around the 126, 127 handle. So we'll watch this one and see if it can surprise us. All right, looking at the euro yen, all right, which is our S&P 500 equivalent on the forex space. It's above the Kumo cloud, extended weekly bullish weekly trend momentum in an overall bear market. From a pure momentum play, you can say we're already in a bull market. We'll see if it can go higher and make a liar out of the non-believers out there. All right, but right now we are near resistance around the 120 handle. Let's see if this one can surprise and turn the trend altogether from bearish to bullish. All right, so the Canadian dollar, it really hasn't been getting helped by oil at all. It's in a bear market. I'm sorry, it's in a bull market, but from a momentum standpoint, we've entered a bear market already, and it seems to still be declining and falling fast. So this one looks devastating to the bottom. Looks like we could eventually get a trend change to bearish if this one keeps falling with the same velocity that it has been falling. All right, taking a look here at the Australian dollar, the Aussie. It's in a bear market on the daily chart. Momentum has popped up. We got a bullish weekly trend momentum. How much more can it go? Looks like we have resistance around the 6,900 level. So this one's going to be really interesting to keep a watch on and see what happens. All right, and switching our focus over to the future side of things, looking at the Dow futures right now. We are still in that bear market, bumping up against resistance, had a crash alert, and haven't really got to any production out of that. Got a little production, then we paused. We'll see, is the market going to continue to fall? Or is it going to do something with this bullish weekly trend momentum? Is this enough to keep it afloat? All right, moving right along. All right, here is the Russell, which I made my hustle. All right, the Russell where I made my hustle is in a bear market. We had this crash alert, got a little bit of production, then a reversal today. Is this rally going to be sold? Is it going to be sold hard enough to get us back down to the 1300 support area? Or is the market going to keep rocking and rolling to the upside and surprising up here where resistance is around the 1450 range? So will the market surprise and break through the 1450 or what? Crude oil futures, we looked at the OIH ETF that tracks the crude oil futures. Well, this is in a bear market. We're now outside of the Kumo cloud. And the market has a rally alert followed by a secondary rally alert. And here we are starting to get just a little bit of production out of that. We'll see if it can keep on going and surprise even more. All right, let's get to the next one. All right. NASDAQ 100 futures, as you know, from a daily chart perspective, this one is definitely in a bull market, but we're kind of hanging out here now, getting a little tired, having some problem. This could be a real resistance area for the NASDAQ 100. We'll see if it has enough in it to push through it. Still in a bull market. Everything looks fine. There's nothing bearish here to talk about, so it's up to the market what it wants to do, but it looks like it still wants to run. E-mini S&P 500 futures. All right, so right now we got this crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Not a lot of momentum or conviction, but we are in a bear market. We do have bullish weekly trend momentum, which help lift prices up. But are we running out of steam around this 3050 to 3100 mark? That seems to be a resistance area for now. Let's see what happens. All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We just ran through 48 charts, wearing me the heck out. I'm ready. I'm ready to roll. I'm done. No more. No mas. No mas. All right, no mas. Can't do it. All right. So you wanted me to pull up DraftKings. I see it. Here's what it looks like. Don't have a lot of data on this one, so I don't know if this is a new security, but here it is. It's taken off from the $10 handle down here, and now you are up almost near 45. This one seems to be on a serious run. Not enough data to really say too much, but I can only say that this is very bullish from a momentum perspective. All right, from a purely momentum perspective, it is definitely bullish. On DraftKings, ticker is DKNG. All right, DKNG. All right, so I am wore the heck out. I have no more left in me. I am so sorry. I'm exhausted. I've been in the lab all day, and I will be in the lab all day tomorrow, working on some stuff with the charts and making it do what it do. If you guys have not already handled your business, you know you need to go to PulseWaveTrading.com and stop playing. You know what it is. You know what we do over here. You know what you need to be doing. So you need to get down with the program, folks. All right, get down with the get down. Get your behinds up over at PulseWaveTrading.com. You know you need to sign up. You know you need this income stream. Who do you know that can say, oh, I'm going to walk away from that. I don't need no more money. I have enough money. No, you don't. So go to PulseWaveTrading.com. Stop playing. Stop making excuses. We made it dirt cheap. You can get started trading for as low as $9. Learn how to do this. Take care of yourself. Don't let the government have to be the one to take care of you, because you're not going to like it. All right. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get what? Slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. I'll see everybody in the trading room, and everyone else I'll see tomorrow morning for the pre-market pulse scan. And I'm out. Peace.